So my sniper again in Star Wars The Old Republic, having switched to the virulence discipline, and I'm going to do another test. Like I was doing in my other video about this, I'm trying to find a way to keep melee enemies from just running up to me and forcing me to shoot them at 2 centimeters, which I just hate. And it's not really a good kiting class by design. I'm really probably not playing this. I'm not playing this the way a sniper's supposed to be played now. Unless I've got a ranged boss that just sits there, then you do a nice boss rotation. It's easy. But the AOE isn't great on this, as I mentioned in my other video on this. So since I'm anticipating a really huge nerf to engineering, which I played Saboteur. This is I started a gunslinger long before I made a sniper. I made a gunslinger a long time ago, and I always played Saboteur. And now people are complaining about it in PvP, as they always complain, and they will complain ceaselessly until the spec is nerfed, which it will be, I'm almost positive. And I liked the AoE on the Saboteur Gunslinger Engineering Sniper. The single target damage is far better on this, on the Virulence Sniper. Now, it's a dot spec, and it does have some AoE, because part of the mechanics of this are dot spread, but dot spread never struck me as being a really great thing in this game, or really any other game. The idea is you put a dot on your one enemy, and then you have another AoE ability which spreads that dot. So the AoE ability itself is not so strong. It's the principle, the idea that you're going to spread the dots to other targets. Anyway, it doesn't work the same way at all that engineering does. But I'm going to have to learn to get used to it, because I'm pretty sure that my Saboteur and my engineering sniper are going to be no more in the future. So, I found another very irritating heroic I want to do. Irritating to me because I insist upon trying to prevent the melee enemies from getting to me. So I don't use cover nearly as much as I did when I was doing engineering or Saboteur, because you can't kite when you're in cover. And as I also mentioned, in PvE, I don't know about PvP for this, but in PvE, cover and in place, crouching, really doesn't work that well. It's supposed to make you immune to enemies jumping to you if you're in cover, all this kind of stuff. But they always just run right up to me or jump up to me, knock me out of cover, and your knockback ability, like Pulse Detonator, you have to use in cover. I just find it very irritating. And it doesn't really matter. It's my own, as I said in my other video, it's really my own idiosyncrasies. I mean, I see snipers and gunslingers, they just run right up to melee enemies, plop down, and just start shooting. And I just don't like it. It's fine. It works. It's great. It's probably what you should do. You shouldn't put yourself through this stupid torture I put myself through. Or you should use a tank companion. Send in your tank and then start mowing things down. But as I mentioned in my other video, I just don't like that. I feel like I'm not using my class abilities to their best. I want to see what I can do without a tank companion. I want to see if I can kite these things well, even though this was like a pretty poor kiting class in the sense that it's supposed to be a stationary turret. Nothing gets more turret-like than the sniper and the gunslinger, because you're supposed to be doing this all the time. You're supposed to be in cover. This is actually crouch, cover in place, but it's not working for me in these instances. Yeah, fighting a boss, yeah, but I don't do that a whole lot. Most of the time I'm solo on my slinger and my sniper, and I very frequently come across groups of enemies where there's multiple melee, which instantly dogpile on me, which I don't want. So I'm going to go off to Tatooine and try this very irritating heroic. So here I am in Tatooine in the Dune Sea, and just like I said, there is a sniper. He's an engineering sniper, I can tell, and he's doing just what I said. He's ran right into a group of enemies. There's melee there, squatted down. He's taking a pounding, getting his ass beat, but he'll win. I mean, a win's a win. He's probably smarter than me, I'm the one who frustrates myself with this absurd goal of keeping any melee enemy from reaching me on my sniper. But that's what I like. It's fun for me. So it's working okay. All the silver enemies here are melee. The Jedi are ranged. But don't aggro that other Jedi standing there on top of the dune. I gotta say, the single target damage is very impressive on the Virulence Sniper. It is better than the engineering sniper, I gotta say. Better than the saboteur gunslinger. I'm doing dirty fighting on my gunslinger now, just like I'm doing virulence on my sniper. Let's kill this patrol here. This can sometimes be a kind of difficult open world heroic finish because there's a guy here who I've already put a glimpse of. We'll probably see him as I run around. He's a marauder who farms this place. And I think it's an exploit, because I think he got banned, too. I mean, I can't figure out why anyone would be here 24 hours a day. And this guy, I have never been here and not seen him. I've been here at midnight, I've been here at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., I've been here 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 in the afternoon, 6 a.m. It doesn't matter. This guy's always here killing these Jedi and these prisoners. And now I see a new character. It's the same name except for the first letter has been changed. I can't imagine it's not him, and it makes me think that he got banned and made a new account. What the purpose would be, I don't know. Is there something that these enemies drop that I've never seen because I don't farm it 24 hours a day that he's and they banned him for that? I don't know. It just seems weird. I just can't imagine that someone is here 24 hours a day. And he's not a bot. It's not a bot. I've watched him closely many times. He does not... it's obviously a player. I just can't imagine it. But he kills everything. So you're always in competition for this guy who simply goes from one group to the next. All right, flashbang him, switch to the next silver, root him. I eat not a lot of damage here. I don't interrupt everything. One thing I don't like about this, when I had really good AoE damage before, when I was doing the engineering sniper, I used to be able to focus on the gold a whole lot more and choose my interrupts well. Right now, really what I do is save my interrupt for Force Lift. These gold Jedi have an 8-second soft mez. Softs, you say it's a mez. And I like to save my interrupt for that if I can. So I usually do get that even now, but it was much easier when I had a lot of AoE, and I could take down the silvers with AoE while slowly focusing on the gold. My single target damage was not nearly what it is on the virulent sniper, so the gold died slower, but I did get rid of the silver ads pretty well with AoE. Not possible now. So I have to say it's working pretty well. I just have to get over my disappointment with the fact that engineering and saboteur will be nerfed into the ground, undoubtedly. Alright, just kill this. I like to kill some of these things, some of these patrols and these stationary Jedi that are here, because they can kind of interfere with your killing of the groups of mobs you need. I still need a prisoner for these silver elites. And this would probably be pretty easy if our marauder over there wasn't here, killing everything he can see, which is exactly what he does endlessly. So I'm going to have to patrol around here. Watch out for respawns. I just can't imagine what the hell this guy's doing. Gotta be up to something. How can anyone stay here 24 hours a day, almost? I mean, I'm sure he takes a break, but it's amazing that he's always here. Okay, here's the last group. Take out this silver here. And the last prisoner. Go to the next silver elite before he can reach me. Slow him down, kill him. Okay, that's good. And now we'll finish off the Jedi. I've got to say, this really works pretty well. It's a weird way to play a sniper. I mean, I'm rarely doing like a good boss rotation, because everything I'm doing is focused upon controlling the melee enemies so they can't reach me, and killing them before they do, and then taking care of the gold. So it's kind of weird, but it works. It works. I guess I'm kind of happy with it. So I'll just end this here. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you got something out of this. I hope.